morning. Good morning, guys. Hey, guys, stop it. Huskies in the morning, you guys. Keto for real life people, and it is early, and I have makeup on. Look at me. Wow. Hey, come here, Ollie. Come. Maggie, stop it. You guys need to settle, pedal. Good morning, everybody. So here's Nancy talking with Jimmy Moore and saying, okay, and he was telling me his schedule, and I specifically wrote down Friday, 2:30 Eastern time, 1:30 p.m. my time, and then he was talking about his schedule, morning schedule, and for whatever reason, my brain latched onto that, and it says, I told myself I have to be up early, I gotta get my shower on. Hey, oh, stop it. Just stop it, come, sit. Oh. And somehow my brain latched on to early in the morning. So that's kind of good because, I was like, who all is going to be up in the morning? And look, here you are. In the meantime, I'm not going to waste it because you guys were popping in and getting ready, and I'm just going to take advantage of your presence here this morning, and I will do my day 29 morning live instead of my evening live, and let you guys know that, man, yesterday I was a mess as far as I just didn't feel good. Come. And I took some Aleve. I took my Sleep Smart. I snuggled down into bed early, and I slept like a rock. I woke up this morning feeling better. Come, Maggie. Stay. And so, yeah, and I think I've whoosh coming. I have lost my 10 pounds, but you know how it is when you weigh? You get in the scale in the morning. This is my weigh-ins thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the whole weigh myself. Well, I always weigh myself first thing in the morning when I wake up. And I get my morning weight. And then I do the whole, okay, go in there. You've had a cup of coffee. Do your morning constitutional. Continue to finish your coffee. Drink, then flip to your water. And then I run back and forth, going pee for another 2 hours. And then I get in the shower and I unstrip and I get on the scale at about between 10 and 11. We've had this conversation, right? And so that's when I get my lowest weight of the day because I've peed it out, I've pooped it out, I've put nothing in my body but coffee and water, and I get my lowest weight. So this morning I'm still at my lowest weight. There's not that few extra little ounces on me to bump it up that 1 pound and then go back down. So I'm excited. I don't think I'm gonna win this, y'all, but I got a feeling that I'm going to get an extra pound off. If I could finish off January with an 11-pound weight loss, I'm already dancing. But I'm going to be like happy dancing because that was so exceeded my expectations, y'all. And I don't know, well, I know keeping it keto and keeping my fats up, and I've done intermittent fasting, and I've just done it as per my body. I felt like my body could handle it. I'm always saying, listen to your body, And Oliver, come. He's back in my room. You stay in here, baby. And so I really feel like, I had 1 week where I was just OMAD for like 4 days in a row. I did OMAD and it was good. And I didn't feel hungry, like I'm starving. When I did get a little hungry, right, I just pushed through it to see if it would go away, and it did. So, you can, you don't have to, the first time your body says, feed me, do it. You can just wait and say, am I truly hungry? If my stomach starts rumbling and then I start getting stomach cramps, or I start feeling nauseous, or I start getting a headache, or my mood changes, these are things you need to pay attention to know what real hunger is. But, when I was doing OMAD, I would wait a little bit and go, hey, I'm busy. I'm going to push. I'll see if this goes away. And guess what? It did for another 3 hours. So when I did eat, I was just like, yes. And I wasn't like starving to death. I was like, I'm just good, healthy, hungry. I'm going to eat a good meal, and I'm going to get it down and enjoy it. And then 24 hours later, I did it again, you know? So I think that was one of the reasons I was able to move that scale a little bit. Yeah, thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So knowing the signs of hunger, I'm going to write that down because I think that's, you know, just how I will title this. I just keep putting like which day it is. How to wreck hunger. I'll just abbreviate. So then I'll go, what does that even mean? I'll be in code. Now I still feel like I don't feel like that I had the best month as far as like if I feel like if I didn't have COVID going into this, I would have had a better shot. I kind of feel that way. I don't know. I don't have any science to back that at all. But I know that because of it, you know, the other part of the perfect keto plan was movement. And that, you know, whether they laid out for the month, you know, simple exercises you could do on a daily. They asked you, they put down walking 30 minutes a day. You know, they gave you options if you're a gym rat and they gave you a workout there, or they gave you options for like just doing simple home things like squats and you know, planks. And I did not participate in any of that just because I didn't feel I could expend that much energy. I just felt like it was going to kick my can. So, Oliver, that dog, I tell you what. And so to still be able to achieve weight loss was great. And I did turn off my hormones for the month, y'all. I did have not taken any of that. And so far, so good. As now regarding hormones at this age and stage, you know, because with menopause you start gaining weight and you have to adjust and modify. But then you have, you know, when it's time to get help, and I did that, and I was taking them, which really lifted me out of the depression that I was in and took away some of the symptoms that I had. But after just 3 months of taking them and then stopping them, I still feel like I'm up here. I've been paying attention to see if my mood would start plummeting back down, to see if I would start feeling that, you know, all the cravings and all the stuff that came with the onset of it. And I'm happy to report that, you know, here it is a full month since I've been on them. So far, so good. I'm not feeling anything like I was before. I'm still feeling like myself. And I do kind of think that being off of them has helped me be able to achieve the weight loss that I've had this month. And I want to put this into perspective because I don't think that you should look at my journey and go, well, you know, she lost 11 pounds. I only lost 2, or I didn't lose any. I want you to realize that starting in my restart after eating 1 whole week off plan, December 25th through or 24th through the 31st of December, I ate off plan. I put on a lot of inflammation from eating things I shouldn't. Hey, Ollie, you are a pain in my bahootie this morning. Dude. So, therefore, that first 7 pounds was inflammation, you know. And then when you break it down and look at it, and 3 pounds of fat. So take courage to enjoy it. You know, understand that if you are off plan and starting, you're probably going to have some inflammation and water weight that you're going to initially lose. And then the journey really begins when you continue to eat keto and make sure that you're keeping that fat up there, and just know that weight, that fatty part, is a little slower going. And it really just depends. There's so many factors. That's what we keep talking about. And today, during when I do this interview with Jimmy, these are some of the topics we're going to have. Is just how keto is not the only part of your lifestyle change, and how there's so many different things that come into play and so many puzzle pieces. So you have to figure out your puzzle and find what works for you. Good morning, Carol. Oh, it's not the replay, honey. It is the live. You're here, actually. You're not having to catch the replay. She's always so cute, Carol is, because she'll catch the replays and then talk to me and respond through comment as I'm talking. And then when I go watch or get the notification, I'm like, oh, what part of that live? It cracks me up. But anywho, good morning, Diana. Good morning. Good morning. I see so many people I haven't said good morning to. So good morning, everybody. So this is the day 29, and these dogs. This is it. I'm pushing at that finish line. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a little video on the Perfect Keto community. See, they have required that the people in the lives. Sorry, I'm not being distracted. I'm just trying to keep an eye on these two. Kind of give that last push, and I think tomorrow my last push will be at an actual live on there tomorrow. Carol, it will be on, it's already scheduled. I changed the time on it because I screwed up as usual. It'll be 1:30 p.m. Central Time, that's my time, 2:30 Eastern, 12:30 Mountain, and 11:30 California time, Pacific. Diana finally catching a live. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh. Well, I could have actually slept in and done everything I like to do on my normal schedule. Not slept in, but got up and took my time. But in a way, it all worked out. When things go crazy, you just got to flip it, switch it, and take advantage of it. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then this afternoon, once I get done with my live there, guess what? I'm done. I will mention too, while I'm here, I mean, we've talked about the 30 days. We've talked about the weight loss. We've covered a few things. I'm fixing to do a little bit of work on this other page that I started called Makeup and Menopause. It's not keto centered. It still will include keto because that's part of my life, but it's going to be more about just all the, hey, you too, stop. Sheepers. Hey, Ruth from Cleveland. So it's just more about the other side of life, just dealing with, saggy boobs and playing in my makeup and dealing with my hair loss and doing my wigs and my cheap ass wigs. Sorry, I had to put that in there. So if you're interested in just a place to hang out and chat, it's more about fun. It's not all about, hey, keto, 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 keto. There's more to life than just keto, 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 keto. You know what I mean? These guys, they're driving me nuts. Stop. They're like two little kids. They're 1-year-old huskies, brother and sister, both spayed and neutered. And they are in forever puppy stage. Mora, NYC. Wow. Whoop, whoop. Hello. Thanks for joining. So, guys, I just want to encourage you. Do you have any questions? How are you all doing on your journey? Please leave a comment and let me know how many days. Let's do that keto roll call. And I'll put it up there. Are you keeping it keto? Put it in the comments. If this is a restart for you, how are you handling it? How are you feeling? Carol, but I can pause you. Usually a live won't let me pause you. This is rare to catch you so early. It's great. Right? I should, speaking of which, early, I have often said to myself, Nance, if you just got up every single morning and showered and did your hair and makeup, you would probably feel really a lot better. And then you could, get your day started fresh but I don't. I sit there every morning. I don't care. I'll get up at 5 a.m. just so I can sit out on the porch, have my coffee, play my games, do my thing, Ruth, where am I? I am in East Texas. Yes, Chris, day 26, keeping it keto. Cindy Lyon, keeping it keto. Yes, thank you for commenting. It makes it a lot easier to do some of these lives sometimes when you are, you interact here, engage. Let's engage. So are you struggling? Is anybody struggling? Is anybody still having a hard time? I know that we have one lady that was in last night's live who's just getting ready. She's scheduling to start her keto journey February 9th, I believe, 8th or 9th, which I found awesome that she's on there. She's gearing herself up and she's getting ready. Terry says, restart for me took me 3 weeks to get into ketosis. It can. I'll tell you guys, Diana, keeping it on keto, and this week made a vow to myself to stop snacking, even with keto snacks, just stick to meals. Great idea. Just make sure that you compensate for those when you're eating, hun. You have to stop and ask yourself the question, am I hungry? Or do I just want a snack? Do I need a snack? If you need a snack, it might be wonderful to have that snack. Good morning, Elizabeth. Linda's still having trouble with snacks, even though they're keto. Chris is struggling, hungry. I think it's because so cold here. 29 days keto, been keto for 3 years. Yes, but have been dealing with a 1-year stall. This kickstart has helped me get back into the basics. Haven't lost weight, but mental focus has improved. Okay, so people are having trouble with their keto snacking. But here's what I say to that. Know and be strategic. Use it to your advantage if you are a snacker. I find that I'm in snack mode when I'm not eating quality, nutritionally dense, rounded out meals. So 2 eggs and some bacon is a good start for your day. But I guarantee you, even with a little butter, it'll hold you. But you're going to get hungry approximately 3 to 4 hours later, just like you normally would. And I'm going to tell you, it's the perfect time for a snack unless you're ready to have another big meal. Hey. So be strategic with your snacking, all right? So this is me on a typical, this is what I find works for me and might work for you, When you have something like eggs and bacon and, 10:30 in the morning, hey, stop it. I'm so sorry, y'all. I should have put him out in the kennel early, but I didn't want to. I go ahead and that's when I'll have my snack of the day. Yesterday, it was 3 o'clock when I got hungry, and I had yogurt with blueberries, and I put some pumps of sweetener in it, some just Irish cream, just to give it some vanilla flavoring. And it's what I had on hand. And that was enough to keep me going all the way up until I did that live last night at 7:15. And I was like, I was ready for something. That's when I had a snack. I reached for and had a perfect keto bar. And I did not have anything else afterwards. It was a smart snack because it has its high fat. It's got MCTs in it. It wasn't just, me just randomly going in there and starting to munch down on the cheese sticks or the cheese cubes. Hey. And so that's all. That's all I had yesterday. It was 2 eggs, 4 slices of bacon, 1 cup of yogurt with a half a cup of blueberries, and 1 keto bar. And I was not hungry at any point in the day. I had good healthy fat. I had good moderate protein, and I had a smart snack. Let's see. Carol says, is it normal to wake up 3, 4 and hard to get back to sleep? Stop eating by 7. Is this because the food's all gone? No, not necessarily, Carol. I don't know how old you are, but I do know that as we get older, my sleep patterns are completely different. From the time I was 23 years old all the way up until I was 52 years old, my sleep pattern was pretty much consistent. I go to bed anywhere from 10 o'clock at night, and I'm waking up at 6:30 every morning. So I'm just an 8-hour. That's my thing, 8-hour girl. Then as my hormones start shifting, even before I got into full menopause or anything, I noticed my sleep patterns had started changing. I was waking up at 3 and 4 in the morning. And then I'd be, dragging along throughout the day because I'd gotten up so dang early. And then there were times that I would be like, okay, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning and it's now 10 o'clock and I'm not sleepy. Now, insomnia is kicking in. So it can definitely be hormonal. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to eat something because you're awake. Unless you're waking up with your stomach growling and you're feeling like your stomach's hurting and you need some food in it and the signs of hunger, then I wouldn't eat just because I'm awake. That's why I do, some tea, you could do some coffee, you can make yourself, whatever it is for your morning beverage. and power through. Candy says, I'm finally finding my rhythm. I'm doing more of a ketovore way of eating and cravings are disappearing. Yes. Now see, that's what I was talking about with my husband. He was heavier on the protein and would occasionally, if he wanted a salad, had a salad or some vegetables, if he occasionally wanted to have some Rebel ice cream, he would. So he wasn't like 100% strict. He was just really protein dominant and it works for him. Again, there's no one size fits all. You have to find what works for you. I'm going to go back to Janet's here because she is talking about her stall for a year. But I want to point out, I said this last night because it came up as well. It is normal. It is normal. You have to focus on what your body's doing. Think about what your body's doing. I want to remind you that it's hard. I mean, when I hit my stall, I was like, oh my God, I did it. I hit the wall is what I call it. It's not just a stall. It's not just a little plateau that, you normally cycle through. This is a wall. And no matter what you do, you think you're just going to go climbing it. It's like, an obstacle course. I'm going to climb it. I'm going to get over it. And you just keep falling back down and you're not getting past it. Nurse Cindy went 2 years in a stall and she kept it keto. That woman did awesome. No matter what, she kept it keto. She knew, hey, maybe that was her set point. Maybe this was that or whatever. Then 2 years later, the weight started coming off again. 2 years. But, she's eating healthy. And in the meantime, her body's probably doing things. Our bodies have to do the healthy catch up to the weight loss, balancing our hormones, getting our blood sugars and our biomarkers all put back together. And, we did not gain all of our weight in a very short period of time. For a lot of us, becoming an overweight person was a process. And, it took time to get to where we were. And keto relatively takes a lot, quickly, you've lost a lot of weight. So be patient with yourself and don't sweat it. Don't overthink it. Good morning, Carol Marks Greco. Carol D's, congratulations. February 1st is my 5-year anniversary being keto. That is amazing. January 1st was my 3-year mark. And, guys, I'm going to put this out here. I'm not going to say, well, I don't have 3 years keto. I do. Even though in 2020, I fell off the wagon, got on the wagon, fell off the wagon, got on the wagon. I did not just get off the wagon for a year. I was back and forth. So if any of you are out there experience the same thing, don't knock yourself down. Don't take away your Ketoversary. If you kept on trying to keep faith, you know what I mean? Just press in. I can honestly say I have 3 years keto. I didn't do my 3rd year perfectly, but I'm working on going into my 4th year, and I'm strong in it, and I want to continue to press in and keep it keto all of 2021. Let's see here. Maura says, it's been hard keeping carbs low. I have intermittent fasting down. To be honest, COVID lockdowns here make it challenging giving myself grace. Yeah, it can be really difficult when you're locked in and you're I was talking to somebody the other night. I'm not going to mention names, but this lockdown has had a devastating effect on this person. And, again, some of us are, we're all different. So how we deal with things is going to be different. And I say this, if you're still keeping it keto and you didn't do it perfectly, it is what it is, y'all. I mean, this lockdown had its effect on me. Menopause and a pandemic. What a thing. That should be a title in itself. And you have to give yourself grace. You have to. And realize that this too shall pass. Let's see here. Carol, starting February 1st. I'm just looking through here. Yes, Ruth, here we go. She says, hunger is a need for nutrition. Often a snack is seeking pleasure or due to stress or boredom or a combination, I'm adding that in there, of all three. So again, when it comes to the snacking, you really do need to just ask yourself, do I give myself permission? Am I hungry? Am I bored? Why do I want a snack? Is it because I am used to snacking my entire life and I just want to keep that part of that habit going? Because it is a habit, y'all. Again, 21 days to create or take away a habit. So snacking in and of itself is not bad unless it is something that is keeping you and preventing you from achieving your goals. Okay? If you're in maintenance and you just love snacking and you maintain your weight, that's wonderful. That's great, and it's allowable. But when you're working towards a goal, you have to, it is a bit of a give and take. It is saying, you know what, I'm going to give up snacks and I get to give them up in order to achieve something I'm trying to accomplish. You could also take a look at it. There's no right way or wrong way. You could also take a look at it and say, you know what, I'm not going to snack every day like I've been doing. But I'm not going to take away my snacks because I don't want to feel deprived. So myself, and this is how you can do self-talk and say, you know what? I think I'm going to really cut back on the snacks. And I'm going to make sure that what I am eating on my meals is going to carry me. That way I'm not hungry. But I am going to allow myself snacks on movie night or on the weekend. I might allow myself that snack day, There's ways to go about it that you need to self-talk because nobody will want to be deprived or feel like they can't be normal in their eating habits. It doesn't make your lifestyle sustainable. Your lifestyle choices sustainable when it's none of this, no this, only eat here, and it's too regimented or it's too strict. Those things right there are deal breakers on anything, when you're feeling deprived all the time, who wants to live like that, right? Unless you have an eating disorder. There are people who that's the only thing they can control, and that's where anorexia comes in. They can control and deny themselves, and it's not healthy. It's just not. Diana says she went off and on in 2020. Julie is asking, have I tried ratio yogurt? I was surprised to see it had avocado oil in it. No, we don't have any choices out here where I live. Maybe Sprouts has it. I've only ever been in that store once, and I don't go to Tyler very often. As in, we haven't done a lot of getting out and about. Normally my routine is go 4 miles down the road to our local Walmart or 4 miles the other direction to our Brookshires. And I just keep it right here close to home in Lindale. What I do have available is Fage full fat yogurt. It's 5%, not the 2 or 4. And a little hair got there. And what I do, this is so funny. I add avocado oil to it, because it doesn't have a lot of fat and it doesn't taste, it's creamy, but it's not as creamy, So for instance, sometimes I'm eating yogurt and I want savory. So I'll take some baby bells, just one little baby bell pepper, one of those little mini ones, and I'll chop it up and make it diced really super fine so it looks like tiny little specks. And then I will take a little bit of green onion, and I finely chop the green part to it. And then I'll take cucumber and I'll cube it and dice it. And I throw that in there, and I can add some garlic, and I'll make a savory, and I add avocado oil to it, and it's just delicious. It's like eating a bowl of vegetable dip. And I'm sorry, but who doesn't love dips? I've done it with French onion. I've done it with like more like a Greek style with the cucumber and the dill and stuff. I've done it that way too, like a, what is it, tzatziki or whatever. And you can just eat it. And I'm getting my probiotics. I'm getting good fat. I'm getting calcium and protein. I consider it to be a great meal. On the other hand, it's one of the best things I can do instead of eating ice cream, which it's not in itself wrong. But for me, I'm finding that when if I don't buy more than one pint of ice cream, the Rebel or the Enlightened are my two favorite brands. When it gets like, I want it, then I will travel, go buy it, and I will eat it, and I'll be done with it. In the meantime, that's once a month, once every 6 weeks. Yogurt and fresh fruit and a little bit of sweetener in that, Stevia Drops, whatever it is. I change it up all the time. That satisfies me in a way that takes care of the sweet craving. It takes care of a meal. It's just a nice way to enjoy dinner. Yes, Fage yogurt. I buy the 5%. And I lucked out the last time I went grocery shopping because they had an overstock. I love it when they overstock and they mark it to get rid of it because they've got too much. I bought the Fage 5% yogurt, expiration February 22nd, at $1.75 for the big 2-pint, 32-ounce containers, and $1.75 a piece. So I bought two. I've already blew through one. I had the last of it yesterday, and now I've got another container just sitting there. And I'm just thrilled that it was only $1.75. I do think, there's some people, and I don't see it on the list of keto approved foods, guys, that says, hey, yogurt, because it's dairy and because it's higher in carbs. And well, it's 5 total carbs for this yogurt. And I put it against, I'm going to fit that 5 carbs, total carbs. Oh, my cat is driving me nuts now too. 5 total carbs plus whatever I add to it, vegetable or fruit. I have to add that in. But considering that I had eggs and bacon and butter and bacon grease for breakfast, and then I had the yogurt and the berries, I'm still under my total carbs. So it works, and I'm getting the benefits of those probiotics. And I think they help. I think that it helps, again, with that microbiome we've got going on. It feeds the good bacteria in us, in our bodies, in our gut flora. And I see it as very beneficial. If you don't have a dairy intolerance of anything, it's a wonderful way to get in probiotics. And it satisfies me too. It's just, I can take my time with it. It's good. Good morning, Candy. Sounds amazing. Yes. Natalie says, I'm able to get the Too Good yogurt at our Walmart. Yeah, no, we have the basics, Dannon, Yoplait, Activa, which is by Dannon. So, and then Fage, that's it. Now, if I move on and I go over to, say, Brookshire's, they'll have Stone Farms. What is that? Stone Mill Farms and a few others. But you know what? It's overrated. It's almost twice as expensive. I'll pay $6.89 or something like that for, the same size that I just paid, for the Fage. Even, it's just, Brookshire's is a traditional chain grocery store that's prices are way overpriced. And so I only go there about once a month, and because they do carry things that I can't get at my other store at Walmart. Fage, Fage is what it is. I'll type that in there for you. I wish I could hit the reply. I'm just going to put it right here. I'm going to type in Fage yogurt, 5%. Okay, there you go. So that way you'll know what it is, the brand is, and most stores carry it. Another thing, the other brands like the Chobani, they have that at the Walmart, but I don't do that because they're really heavy into GMOs and they just, that company, I just can't do it. And I think it's owned by Kellogg's or it's one of the big food corps that own that. They bought it out from somebody else and they did their spin on it. So I'm that way. I boycott your brand. I don't like you. I don't like your ethics. So I swear I something stuck to my lipstick or my coffee cup because I had this here. All right. Okay, guys. So I hope that you've enjoyed this morning chat. And if you guys have got any other questions for me, great. I'm gonna run through real quick and look at them to see if I maybe missed anything. And this is just driving me nuts, man. Oh, so there. Jimmy Moore just responded. I said, it's one thing to screw up and you can cover it and nobody know. Like, okay, so Jimmy, I've got him in my brain at 9 a.m. this morning, his time, and I'm getting ready and doing all this. But to send him all the links and tell him I'll see you in a short, and he never responded, I'm like, oh my God, he's not going to show up. And then I go look at my schedule, and I see that I screwed up, and he's now going to know that I screwed up again. And he just said, LOL. Can make yogurt plus berries, stevia freeze, and it's like ice cream or with dark chocolate. Yeah, there's so many add-ins. Sometimes I just add in pecans and coconut to it and a little sweetener and give it just kind of like that tropical taste. Honestly, I've got some pineapple sugar-free Da Vinci, and I'm thinking pineapple, and I have raspberry Stevia Drops. I'm thinking pineapple, raspberry, pecans, coconut. Oh, does that sound familiar? Back in the day before I was keto, one of the things that I liked to do was go to either Sonic or Dairy Queen and get their tropical. I love a cherry pineapple flavor, or the tropical blizzard, which was toasted pecans and yogurt and pineapple, and just delicious combination. So, I have my sugar-free syrups and I flavor things accordingly. Carol says she wants to try that idea with the Fage too. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to scroll through here right here and make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments or questions, because I like to get them answered. Chris says she's struggling and hungry because she thinks it's so cold. Well, again, it's probably needing more fat. I will tell you, when we've lost weight, it's easier to get cold, but beef it up, pump it up, use it to your advantage, you guys. I do believe, and I'm not sciencey, I got no degrees or nothing. So it's cold. I want cocoa. Cocoa fills me up. Even before I was keto, if I would drink a hot cup of hot chocolate, it was more filling than having a meal, and it would put my hunger off for a long time. So this January, what I've been doing is getting my cocoa in. Now, I was using the Perfect Keto chocolate collagen and putting a couple of scoops in my coffee and a little drop of heavy cream, and I'm telling you, it was delicious. And I'm losing weight doing that. Now I'm out of the chocolate collagen, and I'd like to go and get some more. And then lo and behold, I received my Keto Chow Club box, and I've got a whole bag of chocolate 21 meal replacement bag of the chocolate flavor. So I'm like, woohoo! I can get my chocolate fix that way. And you can definitely take this and use some almond milk and a little bit of heavy cream as your fat, or butter, however you want. And you can heat this instead of just drinking a cold meal replacement shake. It's filling. It might keep you feeling, when you're burning your furnace and warms up, you warm up. So it's a good trick. I buy my Stevia Drops at a store we have locally called the Granary. But, you know, they are, let me show them to you real quick. It's not an unknown brand. So I have regular plain, ouch, y'all. I have the plain Stevia Drops. I have to take this off here. That's little stickers on. This little store is very organic and local. It's got 9 stores total, but they are very old-fashioned. They do not open on the weekends. They're Seventh-day Adventists, and so they have rules they go by. But it's a wonderful store. So this is, they use old-fashioned stickers, and it's funny. So this is them. This is the Sweet Leaf Sweet Drops. This one is chocolate raspberry. And, you know, I've had it for months, and you can see it doesn't take a lot at a time. It has a dropper. And when I'm doing my yogurt in the dropper, this is when I squeeze it up, I'll put 2 of those in there. I'll add 2 of those to a cup of yogurt. And the raspberry high notes in it are really come through. And then the chocolate is a low note, and it just kind of gives a deeper, richer flavor. The other flavor, they do have like 5 or 6 different flavors that you can get. I'm going to take that sticker off. So this one I haven't even opened yet because I was like, oh, it was on sale, so I bought it, and it's the cola flavored. So if you're drinking, you know, sparkling water or whatever, you could add a couple of drops of this, and, you know, add some cola flavoring to whatever you're doing. I just haven't, you know, I'm thinking Coke float. I'm that way, because you could take some club soda. I love Italian sodas. Have y'all ever heard of those? I can, Emily, what I can do is, I'm going to write this down here. I can share my Amazon link with you. So when I buy things locally, a lot of times, you know, I don't know, obviously I don't have links for everybody's local stores. So the easiest way for me to share how to obtain what I've got is to find it on Amazon. Y'all, I do have an Amazon store, and let's see here. I do have an Amazon store, and you can go there, and you can go to the department you need, whether it's the pantry or whether it is the pharmacy for supplements, the pantry for baking goods and sweeteners. That's what you would do, is look in my pantry. Let me see here. Because I usually have, there's a button for me to share with you. I also have, you know, different, it's like going to the department store. So I want to see here where it was, because I will just put in Stevia Drops real quick and share a thing with you. There we go. And see if I can find it, and it'll give you an idea. Sweet Leaf, there it is. Sweeteners. I'm just going to click on it. And that way you can just go. And here's the way it works too, y'all. You can order up to 48 hours. It doesn't matter if you order what I share or you just purchase something else. There it goes. There's the link for it, you know. Anything that you order within 48 hours, it helps me out. Now, the way Amazon works as an affiliate, say you buy something and it's $5, I probably will make, I don't know, maybe 30 cents. It's a very small percentage, whatever 4% or 3% of $5 is. So it's not even going to be a 10% thing. It's like 3 or 4%. Sadly, they changed the guidelines. It used to be closer to 10 back before the pandemic. I don't know. Still, yes, root beer is a great flavor. They had quite a few choices but I wanted just plain cherry. I've got to look it up and see if I can find it maybe on Amazon, because not all stores carry all flavors, but as a cherry flavor for me would be awesome. And going into February, guys, I'm going to be, doing the keto chow thing with y'all every day, somehow, some way. I'm going to incorporate keto chow into my keto journey for 28 days. And I'm looking forward to that. And I will be using things like this. So if you're interested, go and get you some flavors. Obviously, I only have 2, and I will be using this chocolate raspberry flavor. So if you, in some of the recipes, I will be sharing more cooking tutorials this month, doing more cooking lives in this upcoming month. So yay, it won't be just you guys listening to me sit at this desk. Oh my God, I feel like I'm chained to it. I'm actually going to try to figure out how to get myself set up again so that I can stream as I've been doing every day with y'all and hit both places at the same time. Sitting here just talking, it's easy to just live stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. But it's a little trickier when I'm standing back here at my island and trying to cook and stream, and it's a camera situation. So lighting, camera, setting it all up. So, all right, I'm cutting this down. I'm shooting it down, y'all. I'm got to come back today at 1:30 p.m. my time. I really hope to see you there. Do me, guys, if you find any value in what I'm doing, please take the time to like the video or share it out for me. It would be so wonderful. I'm just going to say this. I see some silly stuff on Facebook. I do. How many of y'all see silly stuff and it'll have 5,000 shares on it? And you're like, how? I mean, some of it is so, and it's not even the cool kids, like you got your cool kids and your funny comedians. And, I see some little old woman walk up there and Grammy something. I'm going to make some cornbread today. And, she's got 20,000 shares. And I'm like, wow, I need to start telling my people, share my stuff. Especially when I start cooking again. Thank you, Lisa. All right, you guys, I will see you later this afternoon. Here we go with the weekend, and keep it keto, y'all. Bye.